What's up, everyone? It is your girl, Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and I finally got my hands on the, what is it, Electrum Cosmetics Sea Witch palette. Or is it Asylum Cosmetics Sea Witch palette? Anyway, I know I saw my girl, Dr. Ash, in her makeup with this palette, and I had been looking at it, thought it was good. Then when she like raved about it, I was like, say less, Ashley girl, say less. I need it. So I got it on, I think, the second or third pre-order, and it was supposed to come in March, and here it is, March the 28th, and it has arrived to my doorstep. So this is what she looks like on the inside. The shimmers in here just looked absolutely stunning to me, and y'all know that's definitely my type of color story, so I was here for it. It was a whole vibing moment. I mean, look at it. Does this not scream me? I mean, I feel like we all know this screams me. So I had to have my hands on it. So this is my first time actually trying this brand. It came like this. It didn't come in with like a box or a sleeve or anything. It doesn't say who the brand is at the top or anything. So I thought that was interesting because I'm used to brands having that on there. So I was shocked that they didn't have it. But I was like, okay, I know who I ordered from, where I ordered it from. And I know if, you know, Dr. Ash and her makeup had said the name of the brand, and I knew who she was talking about. But I just want to keep you all in mind. It has the ingredients here on the back, telling you what's in the palette. And I got some palettes to compare to real quick, but if you're curious what's on my eyes right now, I actually have on the, what is it, the Royal Europe palette from Nomad Cosmetics. It launched today on the 28th, if I remember correctly, and you all should be actually watching this video tonight while I'm filming the intro to this one, but you won't see this till the weekend. But it's cool. Let me zoom you on in real quick and cute like, and we're gonna talk about the palette that's in my hand now, just a comparison, because you know me, I got like 13,000 comparisons to get to this palette. So first of all, I want to start with the Moonfall palette from Shroud Cosmetics and give a cute little comparison to this, because I feel like this could be a good companion palette because it has some interesting grungier tones that I feel like this one doesn't necessarily have. Well, not necessarily grungier tones, but maybe like, you know, shimmers that this one doesn't have, like that bright fun pink and the fun purple in here. I feel like there's not a bright pink like that in here, or green or blue like here in here. So I feel like that could be a good companion palette. So I wanted to show it because I don't think their mattes are gonna run as deep as the ones in this one. So I wanted to make sure I showed it. And of course, y'all know how to show my Lure palette from Blend Bunny. This is like literally probably my favorite Blend Bunny palette. I actually had this palette on today with the Shroud when I just showed before I like came on camera after I had done this eye look to do this intro. So here's what they look like side by side. I definitely can see myself using this one with this one as far as a palette mashup type thing. But I want you to see they do have similar tones. Now I want to see if one of the shades in here is similar to the shade Pearl, because I know one of y'all asked me about it. I didn't forget. It's just I have such a large collection, girl, to be taking a minute, girl, okay? I didn't forget, though. Life just happened repeatedly, and you know, yeah. But next I have the Aura Struck palette. Now remember, I changed my ColourPop palettes around. This one is no exception. I changed some of the shades around. I haven't changed all of them yet, though, because there's like a couple of sequin shades in here, a couple of shimmers I feel like don't necessarily go, or mattes or something like that. But again, I feel like this could be a good companion palette, or this could just be a giant version of this palette to you, depending on how you look at it. But I remember I did add a couple of shades in here to it, so that doesn't mean this is necessarily what the palette originally looks like. I forgot what the palette originally looks like, so don't ask. Thank you so much. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Next I have the Arrow palette from, Arrow inspired palette from Adept Cosmetics. You can't get this one anymore, but honey, the shimmers in here are just simply stunning and just gorgeous. I can't, they're just too beautiful. But here's what they look like side by side. It's absolutely stunning, and I love it. Now, I don't remember if this one is limited edition or not. I have to go check and read up on it once I actually do the video for you all. But right now, I just got palettes to show for right now, because it's 3 in the morning and I need to go home and go to bed. Adriangameover still has to go to school. It is a Tuesday morning, okay? Next, I have the Serenity palette from Cosmic Brushes. I just did a video on their Muse palette recently, and they actually added this to their stories and complimented on how gorgeous they liked my look. So I was happy about that. But here's what these look like side by side. So I feel like these look similar, just like this one does. And if you took like the pop of orange out, I feel like a lot of the tones are similar, and it just has some bright greens that this one doesn't have. But otherwise, I feel like they'd be similar. The greens in here are what throw it off and don't necessarily make it look like it matches. But if you took the oranges and greens out of the Cosmic Brushes palette, I feel like it looks similar to the Serenity palette. Although there is like that fuchsia-ish shade that's not in there. That's why I wanted to show you a good variety of palettes that are in my collection that are similar. They're not exact, they're just similar. Then I have the Michaela X Glam Light Part 2 palette. Y'all know I had to show it just because, you know, of the color story. I feel like the color stories in here are similar as well, except again, she has greens in her palette. Well, I mean, actually this one does have greens now that I think about it. So To me, this is like a giant version of this palette. Obviously, it's not going to have the duochrome, multi-chrome, shiny, shimmery gorgeousness that's in this palette. Because I feel like these are really buttery and juicy multi-chromes, and this one costs more. I mean, I think this one costs as much as this one. Don't quote me. Again, I will give y'all all the information while I'm filming the actual eye look. But I just wanted to come on here and give y'all these ahead of time. Because I'm like, I need to, you know, get my intros filmed and done and all that. Did I want to show this palette with it? Hold please. No, this palette doesn't look similar. But yeah, so those are all the palettes I had to show you for right now. If I can think of any more, you'll see them in the YouTube short or the, what do you call it? A Instagram Reels. If you're following Juvia87 on Instagram, they usually go up there and on YouTube around the same time. So that way, you know, both audiences can get it in time and fashion. But everything goes on my TikTok first when it comes to palette comparisons, and then I put them other places. But I'm gonna go off camera, get my life in order, and figure out what we're gonna do with this palette. I kind of want to do 2 looks, but it's like I'm thinking I might only have time for one. I definitely want to use this pink and green and get an interesting shimmer on the lid and inner corner, and then I want to do obviously a blue and purple look, because y'all know I love a blue, green, purple moment. But I would just do, I might do blue, green and purple moment with this and do 2 looks. It depends on how much time I have. Anyway, I'm gonna go off camera, get my life in order, and then we'll figure out how many looks I decide I want to do. Okay, girl, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so this is the eye I came up with the Electrum Sea Witch palette. I'm actually going to be trying out the new Fenty Hella Thick Volumized Mascara. I got a little sample along with my cute little Fenty hat I have on now that what I bought from the Friends and Family sale. So I'm actually wearing the Fenty, what is the eyeshadow, the under eye corrector coloring primer thing. I had the shade Honey Mustard on, and I mixed it in with my concealer. I actually think it looks really nice. I did have on the eavesdrops yesterday. Y'all will see a haul on this stuff coming soon. But let me show you what the brush looks like. It looks like this. It looks similar to a brush I've had in the past, but I can't remember like what mascara it was, because y'all think how many mascaras and stuff I've tried. But let's put it on and see how it goes. Now I do have eyeshadow mascara primer on this eye, but on this eye we're gonna try without mascara primer just to see. But I normally wear mascara primer with all of my mascara, so I wanted to do it true to one side, and then on the other side we'll see how it works on the side. Sorry, I put the mirror down low so it's not in the shot, but I still want you to see how it's performing. On my waterline I have the Danessa Myricks Jade like pencil. I feel like it's doing a pretty good job of leaving volume. Probably wouldn't have help if I didn't have on such colorful mascara. I mean eyeshadow, but y'all know I live for color, so what we weren't going to do was skimp on the color. And my lashes aren't that great, as you can see. Now I'm not a person who curls them ahead of time, so I didn't curl anything. I literally just put on my mascara primer the way I normally do, and it's like, okay, let's get to it. I'm trying to go from the root to the like top to get as much volume as we can, and make sure I coat all of the, you know, mascara primer so I don't have any random white spots on my eye. I've been sitting on the last 5 minutes just putting on mascara, but it's only been 2. I'm trying to see how much we can get. So here's what we're working with. Oh, okay, damn. Okay, damn, Miss Fenty. Check that out. And then we'll turn this side so you can see how. See? Compared to my actual lashes. Okay, Miss Fenty. I mean, I'm acting why I'm surprised. I liked her first mascara, so this was pretty nice too. I might have to recommend this during the sale once I test it a little more, because I'm gonna do my sale video till next week. I already primed my eyes, so I only used one shade from another palette. That's because, as you can see, there's no real transition shade in here, and these. So this shade is on the back of the lid. This shade is toward the front, and this is in my inner corner. But look how stunning these look like. Oh my god. Do you see how it's shifting? Because the way I'm looking at it now, this is purple, this is purple, and this is purple. It's like 3 different shades of purple, and then when you turn it this way, they just all look like bluish green shades. So this is more of an iridescent purple. This is more of like a lilac purple, and this is more of like a deeper like royal purple. Anyway, back to this. So I took the Flare palette because I had it here for a Why You Don't Need video, but I ended up using something else, and I took the shade Mulberry, and that's what I have in the crease, just because it was more of a little more coolish mauvish vibe, and obviously this is a more cool toned-ish look, so it was perfect for what I needed at the moment. So it ended up working out for me. It ended up turning around for me in my Bashan Mitchell Boy show. But yeah, y'all, I told y'all about this in another video, but we're gonna talk about it in this video too, because I don't know who watching what. And you could have just popped up and found me. So I want to talk about some of the stuff I want to do on the channel moving forward. I kind of want to start showing off my purses and stuff, because I have quite the Brandon Blackwood collection. So I'm interested in showing it to you all and seeing, like, you know, what you all think of it, because I love a good Kendrick trunk like honey. That's one of the majority of the purses I have from Brandon Blackwood are Kendrick trunks. So I want to show those to you, just because I have a love of purses. Even though I rarely wear purses, that's the funny part. Like, I have like, I want to say 15 Brandon Blackwood purses, but I like rarely when I go out wear a purse. But it's usually because I'm with my son and I'm used to not having one. So it's like, I feel like I've been wearing off and left it somewhere, and they too expensive to be leaving behind, girl. So it's like, once summer comes and I like go out with my friends more, because she's already planned summer for us to go out and do stuff. I'm like, once we start doing that, then, you know, I'll probably like wear more of them. And I kind of want to show off some of my outfits too, but like, again, a lot of the time I'm just sitting here like filming and I don't necessarily get time to. So I'm gonna start with this pink shade right here. That's the one that's in the front. This shade C, which of course I try to always use the shade that the palette's named after, is in the middle of my crease, and then the green is toward the back of the eye, and then we put the purple on the outer V, of course. Then this is the shade that's on the outer V. I mean, this is the shade that's on the back of the eye when it comes to the shimmer. This is the shade that's on the front of the eye when it comes to the shimmer. And this is the inner corner shade. So let me get into it. But yeah, so I love doing my eyeshadow videos. I'm going to keep doing those. I'm trying to use older things though, as opposed to newer things, just because it's more like I've been telling y'all, like, the economy bad, gas is trying to go up to like $4. It's already $4 around my house. I have to drive like further away from my house just to get it at a cheaper price, because I was like, who's paying $4.10 for gas? Like, this is outrageous. So there's a gas station that's like, I want to say not even like maybe 3 more miles away from my house, that's cheaper. So I always go there on the weekends, and then like during the week is when I usually when I get off work in the middle of the night. During the week I like drive down there and then get gas. But I don't know, like, since everything is going up, the last thing I want to do is, we're going to go into See Which now. The last thing I want to do is be spending $1 million on makeup when there's a million eyeshadow palettes sitting around. So I've been trying to come up with different ideas to give y'all those. I want to do more fragrance videos too, just because I've really been into fragrance. I had a thing about buying a lot of fragrances, so I'm like, I need to show off some of the fragrances I've bought. I gave y'all a sample by doing that Kylie video, just kind of test the water, see how you felt about it, because I think I want to do just like a whole series on all my Kylie perfumes, how I layer each one of them and all that. I think that'll be fun to do. So I'm thinking about doing that next week too, because when Adriangameover is with his dad after spring break, I'm definitely trying to film a whole bunch of different things. So with that being said, I kind of want to, you know, get a few of my unique ideas out the way and get some of the videos that you all requested done too, because I know somebody asked me about different eyeshadow like formulas and how they work and different textures and stuff like that. So it's like, I'm still pulling palettes for that. Like, I'm obviously going to use this palette for that, because you see they're like 3 different finishes and shifts in the product, and I feel like some of them have more sparkle than others, because I feel like the part that's toward the back of my eye has more sparkle, whereas the part toward the front has more metallic. So it's like, I'm still trying to get all that together, because there's so many different finishes and stuff, and people are always trying to come up with something new to get above their competition. So I feel like wherever it lands at the time I finally get all the ones together I already have, then I'm gonna just have to do that way, and then I'll have to include others in the future or something, because I'm like, you know, it's just a lot. But I try to screenshot the comments whenever somebody leaves a comment like that, so I can like come back and do it, so I don't be forgetting. It's just so much new stuff be coming out, And I figure y'all be excited about that too. So it's like sometimes stuff gets backlogged, and then I have already pre-filmed intros to certain things, and I be wanting to take my palettes home so I can, you know, actually use them for Instagram as well. So it's like, since I have so many things, I'm thinking when my son is gone, that'll be the best time for me, because I mean, I can get up at the time I normally take him to school and film whatever TikToks I need to film for the newest palettes I have, or whatever shorts and reels I'm gonna post. Then I can go to bed, and then when my alarm goes off for the time I have to pick him up from school like it normally would, I can just get up and maybe film like one YouTube video of an eye look before I get ready for work. And then I can get ready for work and just go to work. And then on the weekend I could just do a normal amount of filming, but I can stay at my grandma's house on Friday and Saturday. And when I get off work on Friday, I could just come over here. As y'all saw, I took the green and put that on the outer V next to the Sea Witch. And now we're going to take the purple and put it on the lower lash line. I mean, not lower lash line, but on the rest of the outer V. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I definitely want to do a Kayali series just because those are some of my favorite perfumes. And then if I have enough perfumes for another series, I want to do that. I'm thinking the series after that one, I'd have to do the Jane has a gun, not a perfume, because I really like a lot of theirs. And I have quite a few scents from them. I think I ended up with a whole like discovery set. And then like whenever they have the point perks or whenever they give them away, when you spend a certain amount, I always get those and try to get the free samples of them because I really like that brand too. I was thinking about doing them and then doing replica too, so it's like I can have a little series going of my favorite fragrances and how I layer them and all that type of stuff and what notes they are and all that. So I'm gonna try to get that video together and do a couple of those while Adriangameover is gone too. And then every day before I go to work, I can just do an eyeshadow look before I leave my grandmother's house to go to work. So that's my plan. We'll see how well it goes. But I'm just trying to branch out to do different things because it's like Mary told your child, you want to get something that you never got, you got to do something that you never done. So I'm trying to do some different stuff and see how that goes. But y'all can tell me how you feeling about it and if you'd be interested in it or not. I feel like I explained the fragrance pretty well in the first video I did, so I feel like it shouldn't be difficult. I figure it'll be like riding a bike too once I like get the swing and get the hang, get what, you know, I'm used to doing, then I can, you know, do that. I want to do like what's my favorite fragrances for summer and all that type of stuff, because like I said, I'm really trying to like feel in the fragrance thing right now. Not that I'm not feeling the makeup. I'm sitting here putting on makeup while I'm talking to y'all about doing these other things. It's just, you know, I don't want to kind of you to feel like all I'm ever going to do is be talking about makeup, because it's like I have other aspects and things I do in life, and I'm like, maybe I should share some of those with you too, instead of always trying to shove an eyeshadow palette down your throat, you know. But I noticed a good majority of the community likes them, and I love them as well. That's why I do it, but I just want to do some other stuff too. So you can look forward to those videos coming, me ranking all my Kayali perfumes and talking about how I layer them and all that, and doing the same thing with my replicas. And with my Juliet has a gun, not a perfume. So now we're going to start with this shade on the outer V like I told y'all about. So this is on our outer V. I love this one the most. I feel like it has the biggest shift to it. Plus y'all know I just love blue. Like blue has always been like my favorite eyeshadow from the beginning of my makeup journey. Like I just always loved blue eyeshadow. I just, you know, I'm not going to front. When I first started wearing eyeshadow, I practiced with like the shades I talk crap about now, like the browns and all that. But I always had a love for color from the first time I like really looked at eyeshadow. I was like, ooh, that's a pretty color. Ooh, that's a pretty color. So I've just always been like, you know, a colorful bird over here trying to wear all the colors in the land. I've never really been a neutral girl. I just used neutrals to like practice so that if it was messed up, it wouldn't look too bad, hopefully, because it matched my skin tone. So that is one of the benefits of being a minority and having a deeper skin tone. Like when I put on those deeper shades, if I didn't do that great a job with blending, it's like, could you really tell that much? Because, you know, I'm brown, the eye is already brown. Like, hey, I don't know. But now I'm taking the shade Temptation. That's the blue that I was elated about in this palette. Like, I'm telling y'all, this was like one of the like star shades for me. And I was like, ooh, yeah. Like this shade gives me life. Yes, it's everything. I'm here for it. It's a vibe. I love it. Yes, it is giving all that I need, honey. It's giving it all. So I'm thinking about taking, instead of putting, I'm gonna go off camera and do a little video of my eyes before the mascara, and then with the mascara on this side to put up as like a reel or whatever, and then I'll come back with you all and put it on camera with, you know, without the eye primer on. I don't know though, because I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to hype up this mascara and I have, like, you know, a primer on this side already, but at the same time it's like I want them to see a before and after of my lashes. So I'm like, I'm kind of grappling and struggling with if I should do that or not. But, you know, I don't know, we'll have to see, because it's like, since I already have it on one eye and I can turn my eye and you can see how much difference in volume it is, I kind of want to do it, because it will be showing you that the product does do a good job of volumizing. But I just know nobody's saying I'm like lying, covering up, and then they didn't know that I had on you know, an eye primer or whatever. But that's the way I normally do my mascara, so I didn't want to have to change it just for the mascara. It's not like you're not gonna see it on, you know, camera with me showing me putting it on without the primer on. So that's what I'm grappling with right now. But, you know, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do it, and then I'll just write in my caption of whatever I post about how I put eyeshadow primer, mascara primer on this eye, and then I didn't put it on this other eye, because I'm gonna do a video of this part, and then I'll do a video of, I'll take a picture and then I'll do like the line down the middle showing the difference, because I want no problems and I want nobody acting like I tried to catfish you with this mascara. We're not gonna have a Michaela moment over here, okay? There will be none of that. Okay, so this is the finished look. I'm gonna go off camera and do what I just told y'all about, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna try the mascara on without the eyeshadow primer. Mascara primer. I'm so used to using eyeshadow primer and not having to talk about my mascara primer. Sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, so while I was going talking to them about the mascara with the mascara primer on this side, now we're gonna put this one on, and then I'm gonna go back on camera at them and show them the difference between it with the eyeshadow primer and without an eyeshadow primer. I'm sorry, mascara primer. Y'all, I keep saying eyeshadow primer, but so let's get into it this go round without any primer on and see. Now, since my lashes stick out, I probably should have curled them, but I don't ever curl my lashes, so I was like, I'm gonna just be true to who I am and do my stuff the way I normally do it. So let me sit a little bit lower so you can see me line. And you see, as you saw the first time, I never dip back in. I'm not gonna dip back in this time. I'm just gonna coat whatever's on the brush for as long as we can to make it look as volumized as we can. I'm sure they wouldn't have minded if I did that, like curled my lashes. It's just not something I do, so I'm gonna start now, girl. I'm sure you can see I put the eyeliner on too, but you know, I have to have a wing at all costs. It is rare if ever I don't wear a ring. And the funny thing is, y'all know I used to always have a wing. Like, girl, it was Wing City, Wing City chick. Like, so it used to be no wings, and now I'm just Wing City chick, Wing City chick. Like, I just have to have them. And I did put a little bit on this side as well. On the other side, so y'all know the drill. Just like what I showed you, did to one side, you gotta do to the other side. So I'm over here just trying to pump it up. So here's what it looks like. I'm trying to turn my head where you can see. Maybe I should just turn it this way. So y'all saw that one. So, and now you see that one. So I feel like both of them look pretty good. I feel like it looks a little bit better with the primer though, but I feel like you can see a good amount of volume anyway. Let me turn. So let me know. Do you see a huge difference between this side versus this side? Because I can't directly look at you and, you know, get it done. So comment down below and tell me which one you like better. Just based upon looking at it to the camera in front of you all, I like the one with the eyeshadow primer just a little bit better, because, you know, I feel like I get a little more, but they look pretty even to me with or without the eyeshadow primer, so I can't necessarily say I feel like the eyeshadow primer did more. But like I said, comment down below and tell me what you think. Now let's talk about this eyeshadow palette, girl. Just bag it on up. I mean, these shimmers are giving me life. I wasn't necessarily crazy about the mattes. They weren't bad. It's just, you know how there are some mattes out there that are thinner than other ones, so you have to kind of build it up a little bit. So that's how I felt about these mattes. They're like a little thinner than others, kind of like the It's Belle ones, so you're going to have to build it up a little bit more. But as long as you don't mind building it up, as you can see, you can get a gorgeous look. Just be prepared to build it, girl. You're going to have to build it. You know? Build up the shadows, and it'll be fine. But the shimmers are definitely what shines in this palette to me. And I can't wait to use this some more because I didn't use all those sexy sparkly multi-chromes yet. Like, I only used 3. I got to use this one. Y'all know I was going to have to use this one. And then I used a cute iridescent one as a little inner corner moment. But next time I'm thinking I want to do a more pinkish purple look with a little bit of this blue right here. And then I can use like this shimmer. And maybe like this one right here is my inner corner for the second go around. I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. But girl, I'm here for the palette just for the shimmers alone. The shimmers alone are like giving me life and giving me reason enough to tell you to get a girl, because the shimmers, they're just insanely gorgeous and wonderful. And I'm loving how every time I turn my eye, I feel like you see a different shift and a different tone to the eye based upon the shimmers I put on the lid. So those are my thoughts on the palette. I love it. I'm here for it. I can't wait to see what else they come out with it, so I can possibly try it out if it's my type of color story. And it seems like they did my type of color story and shimmer, so I'm here for it. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.